Alright, so hopefully this video is helpful to anybody who's trying to set up a 52 pickup file. And really, what the only things that I really require for the category are what cells you drop and collect in the preparation and what cells you get in the run. Those are like, because they're mostly just because they're like the most convenient ones to do. And some of the cells you collect in the preparation file are really helpful for, you know, making the actual run a lot easier. And I don't restrict which cells where you drop them, like scout flies and dark eco crystals and all that stuff. This is just basically what is recommended because they're just best for the route. Like all these drops are like pretty much in the way of the route. And yeah, like you can drop them wherever you want, but this is my recommended way of doing it. So first off, you just want to reset your game, obviously, since you want a fresh file. And the first place you'll be going is the menu, actually. And this is where you'll spawn your 20 cells. Again, debug made this a lot easier. This used to be 42 pickup because it would be impossible to get just 20 cells to cross fire cannon, and then you would have to get 2 cells to go to snowy. So 52 pickup would already be impossible, but now 52 pickup's possible with debug, and spawning the cells makes it a lot better. So the 20 cells you want is the 4 in Geyser, all but the last one, which is the Scout Fly and Sandover. The second one in Sentinel, which is Flut, again pretty convenient. The jungle is the 1st, 3rd, and 5th. So just skip every other cell so you get to the 5th one. Misty is just the 1st one, the Muse. Fire Cannon is just the end, because there's a giant wall if you don't collect that one, so you want to get rid of that for the run. Rock Village, you get none. LPC, you just get the 4th one, which is the electric pool one. Boggy is you do none. Basin, you get just the 3rd to last one. Purple rings, which is important because you want to do blue rings in the setup file. Mountain Pass, just the end, so the 2nd one. And Snowy, the 1st and 2nd to last one. Or no, 3rd to last, my bad. The Lurker Gate and Yellow Vent, which are again important for the run because since these unlock things. So there's the 20 cells already. And so you want to go. First off, what I like to do is I like to get the Scout Flies and Sandover. Now, the Scout Fly that will be dropped is the one in front of Sentinel. Well, one of the ones in front of Sentinel, which is this one right here. So we'll come back to that. Let's just get these flies first. I get this one, and the Scout Fly behind me is where you'll drop the cell, since it's right in the path of Sentinel. So you just drop down here and grab the cell. Again, just the most convenient spot I've found for the cell. Now, Sentinel is a good example of just preference and where you drop it, because this Scout Fly is a good one, and the Scout Fly right there by the blockers is a good one as well. Or not the blockers, the cloggers. So I like to use this one. I really don't know if either one loses time, but you can choose between this one and that one. But I'm gonna grab this one since I'll do the other one. I'm gonna go over here to this Scout Fly. You'll never come over in this area, so you'll be getting these ones. Now go to this Pelican. Need a little trick here. Press the back button 3 times. Come over here. Kill this guy. Drop that cell. Come over here and shoot the Pelican. Easy peasy. Get this Scout Fly. scare the birds. Since you want their cell as well. Dropped. I don't know if free camming here messes them up. I'm just gonna not do it just in case. I feel like free camming would interrupt your cutscene. After that, get these two flies. Drop the eco harvesters cell. Preferably the one that you would normally get last in most categories, which is right here. It's closest to the bird cell. And then you would drop this cell right here, which is the last scout fly. And you're done. So you pretty much just dropped like a lot of cells right there, and you're pretty much done. So now let's go to FJ. FJ used to not be in the route when 42 pickup was a thing, but now it is. So first thing we'll do in FJ is start grabbing the scout flies. Go over here. Grab this fly. Grab this fly. The one we'll be dropping is the one on top of the temple, since it's right in the way of climbing the temple. That fly. That fly. And get this fly. And you drop the cell right here. And you go up here. Let's free cam down under here. And you're just gonna be fighting the plant boss, since you want to drop his cell as well. And there it is. Yeah, you don't want to fly through the tunnel here, because that messes up the checkpoint a lot. So I just use jump pad anyways. So now we're done with FJ. Wait for sand over to load. And then we'll head over to Misty. We can use a boat since we already spawned the fish cell. Misty is very fast. Very simple. You're just gonna be getting the scout flies and dropping the cannon cell. That's pretty much it. So you come up here. Oh, didn't load in. I have a really fast route for this. It's pretty convenient how fast it is. Get this fly. This fly. This fly. Nice lag. This fly. This fly. And this is the one you'll be dropping, since you'll be climbing up here to the cannon in the run. Most convenient. And then kill this lurker to drop the cell here. Be careful not to be where the cell actually spawns. If you are, just free cam like that. Now, yeah, be careful. You want to be making safety saves. Just know. Remember that. Always make sure to keep 2, because if you save and pick up a cell, then it'll autosave with that save. So you want to have a second save to make sure that autosave doesn't actually fuck you over in the preparation. So now you're done in Misty, so you can get out of here. And you're pretty much done Hub 1 as well. Now for Fire Cannon, you'll just be dropping, you'll be getting all the cells on foot. Since you won't be talking to Cure here anyways in the run. It's really important to actually, in the zoomer levels, break the last fly, at least the last one, if not all of them, on foot. Because if you break up a zoomer, it'll just get the fly immediately and you'll get the cell. So you can just do this. You gotta land on them in uppercut since you can't really stand on the lava. Careful not to. I've noticed that if you free cam like on the frame you collect the scout fly, you'll crash. So be careful of that too. I've had that happen multiple times. I don't know why. Oh, I missed a fly. Probably the one like to the right, the hidden one. Oh no, it's this one right here. So yeah, you drop this cell over here. Since you'll be, since you can use portals in the run, you'll just be going from hub 1 to hub 2 from the portal, and you'll just use a zoomer to get that cell right there. Shortest one. Shortest distance, at least. Now, you're gonna wanna... First I'll break this. You're gonna wanna watch Blue Sage here, because if you don't activate the cutscene in preparation, then when you jump through the portal from hub 1, it'll activate the cutscene in the run, so you want to take the L in the preparation so you don't lose time in the run. You can try to die here, but it's pretty hard, so I just watch it. It's only 40 seconds. I think Rock Village is another example of preference for the Scout Fly cell. Maybe not actually. Well, yeah, it is, because you can either drop it there in front of Boggy, which you'll be going to in the run, or you can drop it on the way to Basin, the one in that little crevice area. I like to use the crevice area. Which is this one right here. That's when you want to break. Nice. Alright, so Basin. You really don't need the zoomer here. You just want to get these 3 scout flies in the first half. Now the one you want to drop is the one on the donut area right there. So you want to get this one. Get this one. And get this one. And drop the one over there. Since it's pretty much in the way. Going up here to the lake cell. Now, yeah, you want to do blue rings, unfortunately. Won't take that long though, since you can do it on debug. But you will have to come here on the zoomer to do, to drop the plant cell. Alright, now after you drop that cell, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the safety save here. And just use that save to my advantage to go back to the zoomer so I can do plants. And this will be the last cell for Basin. After that, just go ahead and, I don't know if save loading is safer here or faster, but I was just free cam this way. You might want to save load just to make a safety save anyways. Now on to Boggy. Boggy has the most to do actually in all the areas, I think. Since, yeah, I like to have the other scout fly broken here. Except for that one. Drop this scout fly. I go to Boggy. So Boggy, you'll pretty much be dropping all of the tether cells and the ambush cell. So you'll come over here. This scout fly with the one that drops the cell. So yeah, you'll be dropping the scout fly's cells as well. Get this fly. Break that tether. Over here. Get this scout fly. Break this tether. Oh, come on. Okay. This scout fly. Come over here, do an ambush. Well, over here, get this tether. What? I was afraid that I would land the cell there. Nice rat. Come over here. Where am I? Alright, over here, get these 2 flies. I can get this fly over here. Then you get the last tether here. Then you'll just come back around and get the last scout fly. Right here. LPC is fairly simple. Come down the elevator. Make sure not to use free cam on the elevator. Since you will crash. Get this scout fly. Skip this one since it'll be the one you drop. This scout fly. Get these 2 scout flies. Just use a little free cam trick here to get it immediately. Whoops. This one. Come over here for the last scout fly. And you're gonna want to... I like to follow the slide because LPC has really bad loading triggers for areas. But yeah, you wanna raise the chamber as well. That's one of the cells you drop. So I activate these. You can't free cam in there and press a button, unfortunately, because the button isn't available. Get this last fly and come in here, grab on the button to raise the chamber. And then you're gonna fly back into LPC to get the last fly and then fly back out. Or I guess take the elevator back up. Because again, I don't like flying, I don't like free camming through LPC because of its loading triggers. It gets really confusing. Somehow missed that. And you're done with LPC. Now it's time to fight Claw, since you need to drop his cell for the run. Yeah, it's just a Claw fight, nothing special here. Alright. So after you defeating Claw, just free cam over here. Start the race, and you're gonna want to actually beat these guys so they're not in the way during the run. Because you don't want to have to slow down at the end just to not die. And on the way, you want to get the first 5 or 6 scout flies. So you want the last scout fly as a sail to drop. Alright, be careful not to get the last scout fly here. Slow down. Do not die. Kill the lurker. And free cam. Oh, you want to get the scout fly first. Get this on foot. Have a cell. Down the mountain pass. Now, Crater is also Another spot for preference for the last scoutfly. You can either have the last scoutfly be the one in front of Spider Cave, since you'll be going to Spider Cave, or you can have it be the one right here, since you'll be using this path anyways. But I like to use the one in front of Spider Cave. Wow, I just fucking crashed. Alright, so if you haven't already realized the importance of safety saves, I just have to do everything after basin again. So yeah, cannot stress enough to keep those safety saves abundant. But anyways, back to this. I'm making the scoutfly, or the scoutfly by Spider Cave, the last one. Let's get all these. And you're gonna want to do red sage, since you'll be using this portal. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I like to do red sage anyway, so you can use the, well, you're gonna need to use a gondola, so that's the main reason you want to do red sage. So now we go to Spider Cave. It's over here. Got the cell. Spider Cave, you'll be doing the gnawing lurkers, scoutflies, and dark eco crystals if Spider Cave actually loads in. So you'll be getting. Go ahead and break this crystal here. Get this scoutfly here. This scoutfly. The last scoutfly you'll get is in the robot room, so you pretty much want to get all these flies first. Go ahead and do all the gnawing lurkers, and you want to kill. You can manipulate the world however you want for the run. So I like to kill all these spiders because I do not like how they get in the way of movement and stuff. So go ahead and kill all the spiders. Very recommend to do that. After the last gnawing lurker, go into the dark cave area, because will not be going here in the run, since dark cave is not a cell you will get. Break these two crystals, get this scoutfly. Come over into dark cave. Thank you. Get this crystal. Wait for it to blow up and then die. Now leave. And come over here to robot room. This should be the last crystal. Drop the cell here since it's the most convenient. Move into robot room. Break this scoutfly, because the last fly will be here. And that's pretty much it for Spider Cave. I like to have the last flying crater to be the one right next to this one, since there's actually two cells here. Really convenient. So go ahead and go to Snowy. You should be able to use a gondola on the run, because you will get two cells before you get here, so it shouldn't matter if you get two cells or not in preparation after red stitch. Skip. Snowy, you'll be dropping the blockers, the glacier troops, hidden cell, and the scoutfly cell. Now this blocker right here, it seems like the best one to drop the cell at, but really, if you did drop this one and get the cell like immediately after you enter Snowy, then there's like a few seconds of lag. I guess because the game is still trying to load in the area, so that one is not the best one to get the cell at. Neither of these two. I'll show you the one I like to drop it at later on. Kill this guy. Actually wanted to get the scuff over here first. Forgot about this one. Then you come down here. Get this fly. Kill this troop. Come up here. Get this blocker. All these blockers right here. If I can actually land on it, please. There we go. Okay. Good camera. Alright. Come over here, get these two flies in the fort. Get this scout fly. This blocker. Get this scout fly. Last glacier troop right here. Maybe not to be on the cell where it lands. And this is the one I like to have last, since it'll be coming from over there, all the way over here. So get these 4. Or I guess the 3 here. And the last one should be this one. Alright, now, over here. Get this last fly. Drop the cell here. And then you'll drop this hidden cell right here, so you have 2 more scout flies or cells right next to each other. Hit you save. And you should be done. So now all you have to do now is, well, you don't want to use a teleporter to get to Sandover, since if you do, it'll activate the hidden the second half of the opening cutscene, so you want to avoid that. So you just have to, I guess, just fly back to Sandover, and that's where you'll save, so you can start the run there. I'm just gonna teleport back to Blue Sage. Just fly from there. Now once you reach Sandover, just save. Go ahead and save wherever you want, but you want to save at your run start file, which should preferably be the bottom one. And now your run is good to go, so whenever you load the file, you should start by Samus's hut, and this is where you start the run. So hopefully that helped out. I cannot stress enough how much I really do like the idea of this category. Like, I know that might sound biased since I made it, but I really do think it's a fun category to try out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you can try this out. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. But yeah, I'll see you later.